So today we're talking about how to use your story to help others. But first things first, if you're new here, hey, welcome. I'm Keisha Ellingson, and I help movers adjust to the new area by leading them through the process of making connections and excitement in the new area, even if you're super shy. Because I was super shy. So I feel like that's kind of my expertise is like if you're not good at connecting, I'll help you connect. All right. So today, as I've already announced, we're talking about our story and how to use your story to help others. And I have some super exciting news at the end of this video that I'm going to share. Um, I've been working towards this for a long time, so I'm really excited to tell you guys and, share all the things. Anyways, okay, how to use your story to help others. The first thing is realize that every single person has a story, and you actually have multiple stories to share with people. You have, if you walk through any like hardship or heartache or something that has challenged you, and you're further along than you were, or you're on the other side of it, you have things to share, and your story is important to share. Um, Sometimes we get caught up in this thought that we need to have a 1 in a million story, like um, thinking that like, oh well, there's nothing really extraordinary about my life, like um, it's kind of the same as other people's. And then you think, or I used to think that like the thought like if I had something extraordinary happen, then I could share that story. But as the way it is, I can't, which is a lie. It's not true, because if you have a 1 in a million story, you can impact one person of a million, because not everybody's going to relate to it and understand your story, right? But if you have a common story, when you share it, there's are going to be a lot of people who can relate to your story. And a big part of how we use our story to help others is creating those Me Too moments. Um, have you ever been in a conversation and found out somebody's like into the same things that you are, or they have kids at the same school that you do, or that like they drive the same kind of car or something, and you're like, oh my gosh, me too. Like, it's a fun moment. Like, those Me Too moments are super fun, and it builds community. So when you are sharing your story, creating those Me Too moments, like explaining that you've been there, and creating that Me Too moment is a great way. It's a great base for your story. And also sharing what you've learned. um, these what you've learned sometimes can feel like it's insignificant. But if you think back to where you started on your journey, whether you're talking about moving or homesickness or loneliness, where you started to where you are now, there's actually been a lot of progress, right? Sometimes we don't celebrate those little baby steps. So we feel like we're still we're walking in like a challenging time, but we're further along than we were, right? But when you share what you've learned, you're able to help somebody who is further back come up to where you're at. So it's kind of like a leapfrog, right? You're like, come on, jump up here. I'll help you up here. And then another great way to use your story is encouragement, like thinking back to what kind of encouragement you needed when you're going through the struggle and going through a hard time in life, and sharing that encouragement is really, really powerful to use to help others. And you can share your story in, conversations with people. You can write letters and share your story that way, or like being completely open and authentic and like honest is a nice way to share your story, like honest in the way you live. Sometimes people like try to, I don't know, prep it all up and pretend that they don't have issues, and that's not really sharing your story, right? That's just like putting on a face or a cover. Um, and there's another way to share your story, and it's by writing in a book, right? Getting it out in a book, out into the world, and I have something very, very exciting to share with you guys today. Today is the first day that I'm opening up my 2 new book collaborations to the public. And the book collaborations are going to be, the first one is titled Homesick, Finding Home Wherever You Are. And the second one is titled Finding the Courage to Move Again. So this is, I've already done like a lot of background work to prepare just for this moment. So I can tell you guys, like, these 2 book collaborations are launching today and opening up to accept authors today. There's going to be 25 authors writing in each book collaboration. And we're going to do it together because we're talking about the same exact topic. We're talking about moving. So whether you have moved once or if you've moved multiple times and have any aspect within the moving range to write about, like you're starting your move or homesickness or loneliness or whatever you walk through inside your move, we're going to do like all those moving experiences together. And we're going to walk through this book writing journey together. And I'm super excited. I'm so excited. So some of the things of what I'm going to do for any author who wants to join is when I will walk you through the entire writing process. So if you're like, oh, well, that sounds interesting, but I'm not sure, check it out. Just check it out. Just look. Because in this process, I will be answering any of your questions. I'm very good at getting back to all the authors, and we have like weekly monthly meetings where I go over any questions that you have and answer them and get them back to you either right away or an email. And then we have a step-by-step process for writing your chapters and forming them so your readers want to read your story, right? We're going to talk about like how to catch your readers' attention and how to make it so they don't want to put your chapter down. And another perk about being in a book collaboration is that you get to see the whole like process from start to all the way up to publishing. I'm very, very open about what I'm doing, the time frame, and like anything that has come up in the background. I share openly with the authors, although authors don't have to do that kind of stuff, right? You're not like, I will take care of the publishing and Amazon and getting it on all the places and the book cover and working with the graphic designer and the editing team and proofreading team and all that. But it is really important to me that I'm completely open with the authors who join this collaboration so that you know exactly what's going on in the collaboration. And it's kind of like an insider's view, right? You get to see all of the different things that happen behind getting a book out into the public. So I just wanted to come on and announce like the big news and tell you that your story is important and you can definitely share it in a book collaboration. Even if you feel like, oh man, I'm not sure, just check out the link. There's a link in the description of the video. Check it out. Just look at it because I will literally walk you through the entire process. And in the description, or the link that's in the description, there are some things that the previous authors sent in to me about being in the book collaboration. So it's like you get to hear from the people who have done it in the past and hear what they have to say. And yeah, it's going to be amazing. So I'm just super excited to get to share this news with you guys today. And let me know if you have any questions. Pop them in the chat, pop them in the comments below, or send me a message. So I hope you guys have a great day and share your story with somebody and like create a Me Too moment. And it doesn't have to be in a book collaboration, although that would be fun, but in a conversation today, right? Because this world is so beautiful when we open up to each other and, you know, instead of like ignoring the person standing next to you, just engage in conversation with them. It is a really, really great way to live life. So I hope you have the best day ever. I'll talk to you later.